some pretty intense fight scenes in this between the prison and the finale inside the plane. You can talk about the prep for that, and did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was cool. I love that stuff. Like, to me, I like to think that's what separates me from a lot of other guys. And so when I have an opportunity to do that, I'm like, yeah, let's go. And I don't know, I like banging it up. I'm a pretty physical guy, and I enjoy the physical challenges. That's a big part of the reason why I wanted to do this franchise to begin with. You know, it was the dream opportunity. Go race cars, be a cop, run around, smack people with a gun, and shoot them. And, you know, at that time in my life, that's all that mattered, and that's all it needed to be. What I didn't realize is what was being woven into it. And I don't even think that the original fans even necessarily realized what was going on, the connective fiber of this whole family element and all that. I just want to go kick ass. And now I look at it and I'm like, oh, you know, Rob Cohen did a hell of a job. He set us up way back when, you know, and he's kind of an unsung hero too. I know Justin gets some credit. Justin doesn't get enough credit. I know Rob gets some credit. He doesn't get enough credit. Neither of those guys can get enough credit. Singleton can't get enough credit to step out with Reese and I and take the swing that he did. You know, it's crazy. We've had the right people every step of the way.
Every step in front of and behind. The family aspect of this always sounds cliche to say it.
For sure.
But what you all have
Thanks for saying that.
It's what you have off screen reflects on. It can't help but make the movie a better thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. You know, there's always like a competitive pulse between Vin and I, you know, and that definitely helps with what we do on screen. It's all healthy. I get frustrated at times, and I want to tell him to go kick rocks, you know, and he'll laugh at me and old ball, and, you know, and we'll have our powwow and makeup session. And, you know, I like that about this, you know. I think, like you said, it's like what we've got going on in real life is paralleled on screen quite often. You know, I'm a huge fan of Jordana's, and I'm so glad that she's been, like, my girl for all these years. And, you know, that Tyrese is my brother, you know. I mean, Chris, I love him to pieces. We brought in Luke Evan on this last one. Ended up just being a stud. We've been really fortunate.
Mia's storyline this time, she's the leverage in a very dangerous way. Did you have a good time playing with that?
I did, and you know, I watched the movie, as I said, yesterday, and there's certain things, sometimes you don't, Justin always has an aim in mind, and I think he's got the whole movie mapped out in his brain as he shoots. And he gave me one note, and I was kind of like, I don't really understand why, but I did it anyway because I trust him and would do anything. And then I saw the beat yesterday, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. She was completely fearless, and her attitude towards Luke, who's this, you know, very menacing guy, was, and I think it so worked because he was messing with her family.